Imagine a world where the very definition of money is being rewritten, where global superpowers clash not just over trade, but over digital assets. For years, the US and China have been locked in an economic rivalry, but a recent dramatic shift from the United States has escalated this conflict into an entirely new arena, the digital currency war. The stakes? Nothing less than the future of global financial dominance. For the longest time, former President Donald Trump was a vocal skeptic of Bitcoin, famously calling it a scam during his first term. Yet fast forward to his second presidency in 2025, and we've witnessed an astonishing reversal. Trump has now positioned himself as the crypto president, embracing digital assets with an unexpected fervor. In January 2025, President Trump signed a groundbreaking executive order titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology. This wasn't just rhetoric, it was a clear policy directive aimed at fostering the growth of the U.S. crypto industry and establishing much-needed regulatory clarity. But the real bombshell came in March 2025. Trump signed another executive order, this time establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile. Think of it like a national gold reserve, but for cryptocurrencies. The initial capitalization comes from Bitcoin seized in criminal and civil cases. This move signals a monumental shift. Bitcoin, once dismissed by the U.S. government, is now being treated as a strategic national asset. While the order initially limits new acquisitions to seized assets, the very existence of such a reserve sends a powerful message about the perceived long-term value and importance of decentralized digital currencies. Crucially, Trump's executive orders also explicitly prohibit U.S. federal agencies from establishing, issuing, or promoting a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. This sets the U.S. on a fundamentally different path from many other nations, including its primary economic rival. While the U.S. pivots, China has long been on its own digital currency journey, but with a starkly different philosophy. Since 2014, the People's Bank of China has been actively developing its digital currency electronic payment, or DCEP, better known as the Digital Yuan or ECNY. Unlike Bitcoin, the Digital Yuan is a centralized CBDC, completely controlled by the Chinese central bank. It's designed to be programmable, traceable, and to facilitate instantaneous transactions, both domestically and internationally. China views it as a tool to enhance financial control, boost the digital economy, and crucially, challenge the global dominance of the US dollar. For years, China has maintained a strict, often outright hostile, stance towards decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, banning trading and mining. This was largely to prevent capital flight and maintain financial stability under tight government control. The irony is palpable. As the U.S. now embraces Bitcoin, China, despite its bans, holds a significant stash of Bitcoin, largely acquired through seizures from illegal activities. But Trump's pro-crypto stance is now forcing Beijing to reconsider its rigid position. Reports from late 2024 indicated that China was already considering changes to its negative Bitcoin policy, directly influenced by President Trump's strong support for crypto. An aide even suggested President Xi Jinping had completely changed his thinking on Bitcoin. This isn't just about technology, it's a high-stakes geopolitical chess match. The broader currency war between the US and China isn't new. During Trump's first term, it escalated with tariffs, and China's devaluation of the yuan, leading the US to label China a currency manipulator. Now, digital assets are simply the latest and perhaps most disruptive battlefield. The differing approaches are profound. The US under Trump is championing decentralized private cryptocurrencies and rejecting a state-controlled CBDC. China is doing the exact opposite, promoting its centralized digital yuan while cracking down on decentralized alternatives. This creates a fundamental ideological and technological divide in the global financial system. What does this mean for you, the investor, or the average citizen? First, market volatility around these geopolitical shifts is to be expected. When China announced new tariffs in April 2025, Bitcoin actually saw a price increase, with some viewing it as a safe haven from traditional market turmoil. Second, the battle for digital financial supremacy will redefine international trade and capital flows. The lesson here is clear. The future of money is no longer a fringe discussion. It's at the core of global power dynamics. Governments, not just tech companies, are dictating the terms. Staying informed about these policy shifts and understanding the motivations behind them is crucial for navigating the evolving financial landscape. The US and China are setting the stage for a new era of financial competition, with digital assets as the battleground. Whether this leads to a more fractured or a more innovative global economy remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the world of money will never be the same. As these digital currents continue to shape our world, the implications for everything from trade to privacy are immense. What other digital battlegrounds are emerging between these giants? Stay tuned for our next video, where we explore the silent war being waged in quantum computing and its potential impact on global encryption. Don't forget to subscribe to stay ahead of the curve.